Good afternoon, Mount Vernon. Today is July 9th, 2025. And this is our regular city council meeting. And just some housekeeping as we open the meeting. There are two exits in the room in case of emergency. There's one in the back, a single door. If you turn to the right, there'll be a set of staircase that'll take you down to the ground floor. There's also double doors here. If you head straight out and make a right, there's a main staircase that'll take you down to the ground level as well. If you need to use the restroom, you can exit the double doors, make a right. The women's restroom is to your right. And then if you need to use the men's restroom, you go straight by the main staircase, and the men's restroom is on the right-hand side. In case of an emergency, we do have AED machines that is directly down this hallway. If you have a phone, please put it on silent. If you want to have a conversation with someone in the chambers, please step outside. And yeah, we're gonna have the Pledge of Allegiance by Corporation Council. Thank you very much, Mr. Powell. All right, so because this Wednesday, we do have public speakers coming up first before we get into the agenda and the referral items. The rules are there are 4 minutes to speak. Your clock will be right in front of you, so be conscious of the time. When you come up to speak, please state your name and your address for the record. And also all city council members will respond after everyone has come up. Antoinette, do we have a council member coming in? We do. Thank you. All right. So because I see the council members, I'm going to delay for a couple of seconds. Let them sit so that they can hear every speaker. All right. I'm so blessed to have so many people on this hot Wednesday evening. I see. I know we don't have, we're making up for the second meeting. Just waiting a few seconds for Councilwoman Gleason to join us. All right, so we're gonna get started with the speakers. I have Ms. Annette Shands up first, please. And reminder for those who just walked in, state your name and your address for the record. And council members will speak after every speaker has spoken tonight.
Good evening, council members and all assembled. I thank you for an opportunity to have your attention once again. I am talking to you about the land use proposal for 454 South 9th Avenue, Mount Vernon. And I've spoken to you about it before, and I've raised a number of different issues. And I think it was a rather confusing presentation, so I've separated the issues. And I've talked once about equity. Now I'm talking about grandfather rights and clauses. As I understand it, there are 3 particular circumstances that involve grandfather rights and clauses. One has to do with when the land is transferred from the owner and to another, from one owner to another. And at that time, sometimes the owner, the who is transferring the land will make certain requests as to how the land is to be used. And I think I gave an example of what happened when Rockefeller donated land to the state. And there was Route 9 goes from upstate New York all the way to Florida, I think. But there's a stretch of the land where he said there could be no lights, and there are no lights there today because he did not want that area to turn into another Broadway. And so he made that stipulation. And even now, there are no street lights. You go through there, it's pitch dark. But that's the way grandfather clauses work. In connection with 454, that works here to some extent because I objected to the housing that they were proposing, the same kind of housing they're proposing now. I objected to it in a letter that I brought to City Hall. The owner got it and said if I didn't want it, she wasn't going to allow it. And I don't know if that's going to be in the records when they do the land search. They're doing a grandfather search. I requested a grandfather search on this property, and it's being conducted, and it may be in writing. I know it was verbal, but it should be in writing as well. Another thing in connection with grandfather rights has to do with whether a new law comes and changes what was there before. For example, sometimes there was a time when you could have basement apartments, and